Hey YouTubers, so I got a message or a comment on my video, My Dad is Gay and So Am I, and first of all, just let me say that that video has gotten almost 30,000 views, which is almost as much as my coming out story, which is crazy to me because when I posted that, it was for Simon from A Gay A Day, and I really only thought he was going to watch it, so it just kind of blew up. But basically, in the comment, someone said that they feel that I should kind of do a follow-up, because what I didn't realize, and by watching the video you can kind of see it, I didn't realize that my video is making it sound like I'm gay because of my dad. And that's really not the case at all, and I'm gonna talk about that as why. And as far as religion goes, I was raised Mormon, and I really wasn't even told or figured out that Mormon religion didn't like or approve of the gay lifestyle until I had already came out. So that's another part of the influence where it wasn't even really there, and I still ended up as a homo. When I was growing up, I told you in the video that my mom and my dad divorced, and I was very, very young, but the thing is, I really wasn't around my dad very much at all. And if I was, yes, I was around that gay, kind of lifestyle, but the whole thing about it was I was so upset because I didn't have a father figure in my life. I wanted the whole, when you're on TV, not on TV, when you're growing up and you watch TV and you see like the happy moments with the dad coming home and the kids running to him at the door. That was what I wanted. It was nothing in a sexual way at the time, and, nothing to do with anything sexual with any kind of guy. It was just like, I just wanted that father figure because I knew that's what I wanted. And I had it and then it was taken away. So not to say that two fathers or two moms can't raise kids, because they definitely can. It was just, I had a father, then it was taken away. It's like if you were given a puppy and then you're taken away from it. It sucks. But anyway, as I started to get a little bit older, there were things I would do and say where you could kind of tell that I was gay before I even realized it. And I don't like to admit this, but my mom loves this story for whatever reason. She'll tell people. We were watching Austin Powers, and for whatever reason, I thought Fat Bastard was sexy at the time. I don't know. I was not an attractive child at this point, and I don't know. I had like a crush on him, but I wasn't even out about it. And it was like, I didn't realize it technically. It's like I did and I didn't. It's kind of like where you're in the mindset, oh, he's cute, but maybe what? It's confusing. And then in 3rd grade, I had a teacher that I wanted my mom to marry. I loved him. His name was Mr. Hall. But looking back on it, it was more I liked him. It wasn't I wanted my mom for him. I wanted him. So even though I was around my dad sometimes, it really wasn't that much, so it wasn't like I was seeing the gay lifestyle every day and, like it was being shoved down my throat, because there were things that didn't make me comfortable at all. Like, I remember going to a church one time, and there was a guy that had boobs, and he talked like this, and I was, like, little, so it kind of freaked me out. Obviously now, hey, that's cool. But if the biggest argument I would say is, if people are going to say my dad influenced me to be gay, think about this. I was influenced by everything. Even if my mom didn't have a boyfriend, and she did, go on dates sometimes, not really, but watching TV, the happy couple with the guy and the girl, and, all my, in school learning about, what love is and sex ed and all that stuff. If I was influenced by one of them, why was it gay versus straight? It's just what it was, I learned about straight way more than I learned about gay. I didn't realize I was gay until 14. I mean, when I came out about it, because when I kissed a guy for the first time, it was like, bam, rockets and fireworks. And that's how it happened. I didn't seem to feel that with girls. I didn't really have much of an interest in girls. And if you look back in my childhood, I was really, really close to my best friends. Like, I had a best friend named Ryan, and looking back, I think it was maybe kind of more of a crush, But the thing people have to realize is you can play into religion, you can say whatever you want to, but no, it's not necessarily influencing. I mean, you're influenced by everything. I mean, any child is going to experience both in some way. It doesn't matter if you're around gay or if you're around straight. In some way, unless you live under a rock, you're going to be exposed to both of those in this lifetime. And you just kind of come into your own self and find out who you are, And let me answer this publicly, as I always answer this. No. I was not molested. My dad did not do anything to me. None of his boyfriends did anything to me. Nothing. Okay? Because I always have to answer that question, and no, it didn't happen. I've never been molested, I've never been raped, none of that stuff. I just happen to be a gay guy. And also, I was raised by my mom, and I am maybe a little bit more feminine, but I just never had any interest in those things, you know? Sure, maybe if a father figure tried to get me to try and do sports or whatever, there might have been a little bit more, but it just never interested me. I was always the artsy kid. I was always the one that liked bugs. Now I hate them because they creep me out. Unless it's like a jumping spider, because those are really cute. They have big eyes. But anyway, you just kind of discover who you are. You can only be influenced so much. It's like the saying, if someone else jumps off a bridge, are you going to also? Even though it might not be conscious level doing it, you're kind of discovering who you are on your own, and you're going to find out things all around you. And some things are going to click with you and other ones aren't. And if they click with you, I don't think it's necessarily influence, it just kind of mean, oh, this is something I like. You know, this is something that matches me. And sure, there might be influences of, like, you know, drugs and things like that, and I don't know how all that works. I don't really think anybody is born to be a druggie. But as far as, like, you know, skin color and orientation and mental illnesses, you don't get influenced for them. It just kind of happens, you know? And it really is hard to explain when you're not a gay person how being around a gay father, even sometimes, didn't make you gay. And I might not be able to ever prove that fully, but like I said, I was around my mom way, way more. You see all kinds of relationships on TV and your friends and everything, so it's just kind of what meshes with you, and for me, it was the fellas. So that's just how it works. So I hope this kind of answers some questions, and if anybody else has a gay parent out there, please comment below, leave a video response. Those would be great. I love the video responses. So let me know, if you have a gay parent, do you think you were influenced? Did you just kind of think, it's just what it was, you know? I was around both, and this is just what meshed with me. So let me know, and thanks for watching. See